Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we will be talking about internship. In this video you will find out how you can come on internship program to United States, what two types of opportunities there are, and what is the difference between internship and trainee program. You will also learn how I had my internship experience here in the United States. It was actually trainee experience. Please watch this video till the end to find out the difference and how you can apply for this program. Hi, my name is Camilla and welcome to my channel. I know a lot about exchange programs because I worked for a sponsor organization for almost 10 years now, and I can tell you everything I know. But in addition to that, I was an intern, or to be more specific, I was a trainee myself here in the United States about 9 years ago now, and I can tell you my experience firsthand, but I can tell you also from a professional experience the back end kind of things. So let's start from the beginning. What is internship, how you can apply, and who is eligible for this program? First, let me just tell you that there are two types of internship opportunities here in the US. The first one is available for everyone who just graduated university here in the United States, and this is on F1 visa. F1 is an educational visa, so you are not allowed to work more than 20 hours, which means your internship opportunity is very small and you won't be earning enough to support yourself financially, especially if you are located somewhere in a more expensive city or a big city where universities are usually located. But there's a better opportunity for students to work for more hours, is to go back to their country and actually apply for internship trainee program. An internship trainee program on J1 visa is a cultural exchange program, which means you will still be required to have some cultural activities, to report about your cultural activities, and technically this is not a work visa. This is for you to explore American culture, to learn about business, entrepreneurship in the US, and then go back to your country and apply the knowledge that you've gained and experience you've gained to your future career and advance in it, so to speak, moving forward. So now let's look at these options in more detail. So the first option is internship on your F1 visa. First, you need to be studying in American university to be on F1 visa. After you graduate, you will have an opportunity of choosing among internship that your career center in your university might provide. But it's very difficult to find a good internship, and in addition, it kind of lays on you the responsibility of finding a good internship, and on top of that, you only can work for 20 hours a week, which is very small amount here with the US prices. On the other hand, there's another opportunity, which is J1 visa. J1 visa is pretty much open to many countries, and you can apply from Turkey, Romania, Uzbekistan, and many other countries. Of course, not all countries are eligible, but majority, a lot of the countries are, and you can find internship opportunities within your country. In order to apply for J1 visa, first you need to find an agency that works with this type of visa in your country. Here below I can also give you an information about the sponsor organization I work for. They can consult you directly. You can just email them, just use the link below. It's called CHI, and they also have internship trainee program on J1 visa. So let's talk about J1. What does that mean exactly? J1 visa is a cultural exchange program visa. It is overseen by the Department of State here in the United States, which is kind of like a Ministry of Foreign Affairs here in the US. So their main responsibility is to have you come to United States and have a cultural experience, learn about America, learn about how the industry works, and for you to advance in your internship program. On J1 visa, you will have an opportunity to choose between internship and trainee program depending on your case. An internship can only work for someone who just graduated university within the past 12 months or who's still studying in a university and taking some time off for internship. J1 visa, and trainee program is only for those who already have 5 years of experience in the industry which they're applying for. So for example, if you've worked in marketing for 5 years, but your education is in a different field, or let's say in social studies or something like that, you can still apply for marketing position on a trainee program, which also means that for trainee program, technically you don't need a higher education, but you do need to have 5 years of experience in that specific industry which you're applying for. And actually, let's talk about this for a second. It's very important for internship trainee J1 program to have the exact industry, to have the same line of work that you've been doing and be on the same program. So for example, for interns, if you are studying marketing, you can only apply for a position in marketing or in business administration. If you're studying logistics, you can still apply for logistics and something very close to that. For trainees, it's the same thing. If you have 5 years of experience in, let's say, business administration, then the position you're applying for or trainee position has to be relevant to that industry. Now, in order for you to be eligible for the program, you have to be in one of the countries that has that J1 visa program. In addition, you need to be in the industry that has that provides cultural exchange opportunities. Not all industries take interns and trainees for the program. For example, I don't think there's anything like in medical field or in law. Most of the time, you will find great internship opportunities in such field as business administration, management, logistics. Also, sometimes there are great opportunities in hospitality business. So for example, if you're studying hospitality in your university, it would be great for you to have an internship, for example, somewhere in Hyatt in Las Vegas or Los Angeles, or somewhere where you can really learn something new and then go back to your country and apply that in the same industry. And that kind of is the main purpose of the program. Now let's go over the process very quickly. So I will tell you my experience of a trainee program and you can apply it to your process. For my experience, I was a trainee because I already graduated university long before I applied for the program. So my previous experience counted as a good kind of thing for my trainee program. Now I graduated with business administration and then I went and worked for a marketing department in a multinational corporation, which means I could only apply for something similar when I applied for my trainee program. In my case, my trainee program was actually for a non-profit organization, but I was working as an operations manager, which means I was talking directly with clients. In my case, it was cultural program participants, but it all still aligned. So the most important thing at the very first stage of your application process for intern trainee J1 visa is your resume. Your resume has to be sharp. It needs to state your key achievements, and it definitely needs to stay your relevant experience. And it's also very important to have it done in an American way. Americans have a little bit of a different style for resumes, so please Google or go to LinkedIn to look for tips, or comment below if you want me to make a video about how to make a good resume for your internship trainee program or for work and travel or for other cultural exchange programs. So when I applied for the program, I prepared my resume and sent it to the sponsor organization, which in my case was CHI. In my case, they actually had a position open in the organization itself, so they hired me for work and travel department where I worked as operations manager. After I submitted my resume along with my application form, I had an interview with my employer, and in my case, sponsor interview and employee interview was kind of the same thing, but normally sometimes you have additionally sponsor interview and then separately your employer interview, where where the employer gets to talk to you and ask you some questions relevant to the industry, how much you know about the business. So please prepare for the interview, or you can also watch my video about interview tips for work and travel, which also apply for internship program. After the interviews, you will have a chance to gather all your documents for the program, which includes your passport information, previous history of criminal background check. It depends on the country, and maybe some health related transcripts. Some agencies require different packet of documents, but eventually you will get ready for your visa interview to go to US Embassy and get your J1 visa. When you go through the embassy and get your J1 visa, you're ready to buy a ticket and come to United States on a J1 visa program. However, when you come on a program, it's not just about the internship and working for an organization. You still have to provide proof that you are having a cultural exchange experience, and you will do that by submitting a training plan or doing your monthly report every month, or sometimes it's quarterly or once in several months. In your monthly report, you will state what kind of cultural activities you've done. You will also describe how you're doing in your employment, housing, etc. Because your sponsor organization is responsible and it needs to make sure that you are having a good program. The program is not considered as good if you are doing something that is not going to help you in the future advance with your career. For example, if you've applied for a position in a hotel, but you're actually doing housekeeping, this is not a very good trainee or intern program unless you're doing this just to gain experience for some period of time. The best is if you are rotating through several departments and actually learning about the insides of the business, and you can definitely relate it to your future experience and advance in your career. If you've been on work and travel program before, there's a big difference between work and travel and internship, because internship is a much kind of higher career related program, whereas work and travel is entry-level positions in high seasonal places. So please don't mix one and the other, and if you're coming back for work and travel, don't think you can go back to the same employer as interns and trainees. The employers for intern trainee program are highly verified, and they are vetted by the Department of State, by your sponsor. They need to provide you with a good working experience. They need to be of a higher quality. For example, if you are in a restaurant business and you want to apply for internship to a restaurant, you cannot just be in any, it has to be like a Michelin star or a high-end restaurant somewhere in a very touristy place where you can really learn about this business. So now I think I've covered pretty much the basics of the internship and trainee program. I wanted this video to be brief and kind of introductory to the internship program. Of course, I have a lot more to say, tips to give, and please comment below if you want any specific information about intern trainee program, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.